SAP and SAP Fioneer Financial Services Forum Americas. Please welcome to the stage SAP's President for North America, Lloyd Adams.
Hey. Can you hear me okay? All right, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody had a great lunch and a very, very warm welcome to the SAP and SAP Fioneer Americas Forum. And before I forget, let me also say we have a great 2-for-1 today. To all of our female leaders and colleagues in the room, happy International Women's Day. Yes. Thank you. So look, as the announcer said, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lloyd Adams, and I'm the president of SAP North America, and I'm really happy to be here with my good friends from Fioneer to welcome all of you to an event that I hope you've been looking forward to for some time. It's great to see so many familiar faces, although the light in the back is making it a little bit harder than usual. But it's even more exciting to see so many new ones. And I can't thank you enough for joining us here in Boston for what I am sure is going to be a very interesting couple of days. So Falk and Tony asked me to kick off the event this year for financial services together with Fioneer CEO, my good friend Dirk Kruse. And prior to taking on the role of president of North America about 6 months or so ago, I had spent the 5 years prior managing the East region for North America, which also happens to be home to some of the largest banking and insurance organizations in the world. So for many years, this has definitely been, yours has been a space that has been really near and dear to my heart. So when I got the invitation to come here today and be part of this event, it was a complete no-brainer. So thank you for having me. And I want to really just start by giving a huge shout out to all of the customers that are going to be presenting today and tomorrow, many of whom you see here. And of course, to our great partners who are also in the room for your incredible support and sponsorship. And I want to give a big thank you to our 2 diamond sponsors, everybody from EY and IBM. So thank you to all of you. And in addition, I want to thank our gold sponsors, who you see represented up here, because let's face it, folks, we can't put on forums like this without the vastness of our ecosystem and the generosity of this partnership with our partners. So we really do appreciate your ongoing support. Without you, none of this would be possible. So, as I said, some of you may know me a bit just from some roles that I played in terms of executive sponsor of some of your programs with SAP. And I'm really glad that the keynotes today, both mine and Dirk's, are going to give us the opportunity to really discuss what's important for the industry, and just as importantly, how SAP and Fioneer are going to try and do our best to support your digital transformation and what's next on the horizon for the industry. And so today, I just want to take a little bit of time to try and do my best to explain to you what SAP's overall strategy for financial services is before I turn things over to Dirk. So let me maybe start by kicking off the presentation by just giving you a high-level overview of SAP's presence here in financial services. So as the slide shows, globally, we support very proudly almost 20,000 financial services institutions, more than 14,000 banks, more than 5,000 insurers, with our solutions portfolio predominantly with ERP solutions. More broadly, we're also very proud to say that 87% of global commerce touches an SAP system today of some sort, right? And we're very proud across more than 25 verticals to support more than 440,000 customers with ERP solutions and other solutions on the edge around the world. But bringing it back home to this group, currently we are also significantly investing in our development capacity and capabilities in over 100 locations globally, much of that on your verticals. And we are absolutely doubling down on financial services by fueling industry-specific solutions in core banking, core insurance, and specific and finance risk functionalities with a $600 million investment into SAP Fioneer, which we're really excited about that. This joint venture with a longtime SAP ecosystem investment partner by the name of Dedic, with this focus, we expect faster solution development and much more flexible innovation setups with fintechs all based on our S/4 technology. So let's take a quick look at SAP's goals and our strategy. I like to think it's pretty simple. We aim, first and foremost here at SAP, to remain and grow our market position and to be the #1 enterprise applications provider globally, leading with our deep industry expertise. Hard stop. So what that means for you, we hope, is that as you look into finance processes in the office of the CFO, we understand the nuances of things like US GAAP, stats, tax, regulatory reporting. And we ship all of this out of the box, already tailored for your business needs. The same also applies for SPM, Sales Performance Management, whereby we ship functionalities like onboarding, licensing, offboarding of agents, and the management of portfolio of contracts with customers, again, outside the box. Take also CRM, where we provide out-of-the-box self-service portals and commerce and marketing platforms for banks and insurers. So folks, what I'm trying to get across is, like, any way that you look at it, we really are trying to do our best to spend time thinking about these things so that in the end, you don't have to. So, of course, for our company and for I know all of yours, we're going through a time of unprecedented instability and uncertainty, perhaps especially in the financial services sector. Inflation, rising interest rates, and a very volatile capital markets. These, of course, have impacts on all banks and insurers, as well as all your business partners and your entire ecosystem. And so with that, businesses are looking to us for answers and solutions at a time when making the right decision is more important than ever. There's major risks, so we know that for all of you, the time is now. And at SAP, our vision is that every financial services organization will become an intelligent, sustainable enterprise. And that vision is really driven by 3 imperatives. We want to help organizations become agile, intelligent enterprises that have the ability to drive business model innovation while also ensuring resilience. Because in the end, it's about developing new models, unlocking growth, and continually innovating to stay ahead of the competition. And we know that this is especially true in financial services, where fintech and insurtech have been growing significantly, and where embedded financial services combined with other products is absolutely on the rise. We see new big market entrants, particularly from big tech, and we're also seeing in other industries like automotive coming into financial services and providing access to money or risk assurance. Take, for example, automotive, where General Motors is offering insurance and more after a decade out of the business, right? It's incredibly dynamic. And we believe that we can play an important role in providing access to connected networks, and that we can help provide our customers a resilient financial supply chain. With over 400,000 customers in total and 5 million companies on our buyers and suppliers network, we are already running one of the world's largest and vastest business networks. But we keep continuing to invest on this front. As hopefully many of you have seen within the last year or so, we recently invested in Talia, right? A leading fintech which focuses on supply chain financing, working capital management, dynamic discounting, and the like. And you're going to continue to see more of this from us. In addition, right, bringing us back to our partner in crime here at this week's event, SAP and SAP Fioneer are supporting our customers develop new business models. For example, we're working with insurers like Munich Re to build digital attackers that don't just provide insurance policies, but they also create mobility solutions together with car manufacturers. We all also, of course, have an obligation to operate sustainably. So therefore, one of the big things you're going to hear about us today and tomorrow is we're investing in our reporting capabilities of all of our solutions in our portfolio. In terms of financial services, it's worthwhile to mention that in financial assets management today, we are servicing 4.2 trillion assets under management in our investment accounting applications. Our strategy is to provide sustainability data from our core platforms and from SAP Fioneer and partner solutions so customers can manage KPIs, actions, and also see how your ESG capabilities are improving. So now let's just take a minute or two to talk about how all of this translates into SAP's solution portfolio. To enable our customers to become, once again, intelligent, sustainable enterprises, we're bringing our comprehensive portfolio of solutions and technology that support our customers' business process needs. And for us, it all starts with what we call BTP, our platform technology, which is the business technology platform. And all of this provides the foundation of application integration, extension to a robust ecosystem of solutions, and of course, data and AI based on the unique in-memory computing capabilities of SAP's HANA platform. Then, on top of that, our industry-leading business applications work together, spanning front-end and back-end systems that only SAP can provide, whether it's customer relationship management, spend management, human capital management, or finance-led ERP for financial services. And this all comes together very virtuously to provide customers the true end-to-end industry-specific business processes that your organizations need to run as intelligent, sustainable enterprises. So last year, SAP launched our Industry Cloud for Financial Services, which provides a range of industry-specific and tailored applications developed by SAP, SAP Fioneer, and our other partners to service the financial services markets. And you can access these new solutions directly through the SAP Store online. Okay, the home stretch before I turn it over to Dirk. So now that we've established the benefits that come with transformation, like new business models, leveraging new capabilities in the cloud, and reaching ESG goals, we believe also at SAP very deeply that we need to provide business transformation as a service to our customers. We call this approach Rise with SAP. This has been in market for a couple years now, but let's discuss it just a little bit. What this means for us, and hopefully for all of you, is that we are here to help every customer on their unique business innovation journey. Whether new customers of SAP's or long-term customers, fintechs, insurtechs with different business models, very small banks, or insurers, or global tier 1 financial service providers, Rise with SAP can do exactly this for your organization. And what it does is it brings the best of how SAP and our ecosystem together. It brings it all together on behalf of our customers. And Rise with SAP offers a cloud ERP for literally every business need, coupled with industry-leading best practices and business process intelligence. And all of this is delivered with a trusted partnership. Our customers need to have confidence. And through this, SAP delivers security, applications, support, and world-class end-to-end infrastructure. You're going to hear about this a lot the rest of the day and tomorrow. So let me put some focus on this one last time. SAP's Industry Cloud simplifies access to innovative vertical solutions across industries. All of that built by SAP and our partners on our open business technology platform, BTP. And these solutions are interoperable with our solution suite, enabling your organizations to drive business transformation both profitably and sustainably, seize new opportunities, and manage business disruption and the inevitable changes in your industry. And with the SAP Industry Cloud for Financial Services, there are more than 20 new Industry Cloud applications available to help our customers quickly adopt best practices for their business. We just recently talked about one of our platinum sponsors, EY. We just recently shipped 5 different Industry Cloud solutions with EY in insurance, with more to come for banking. Other partners, like PwC, for instance, offer climate excellence reporting, and we've seen a huge uptick in many, many other partners and even customers that are wanting to develop Industry Cloud solutions with us. And this is what makes forums like this so great, where more of that ideation can happen. So here, though, above all, SAP Fioneer absolutely is the leading partner in terms of industry cloud. And they are hugely important for us at SAP in terms of delivering the intelligent enterprise to all of our customers in financial services. For example, SAP's Cloud for Banking solution offered by SAP Fioneer provides an end-to-end retail banking solution out of the box, fully based on SAP S/4 technology. And there's absolutely more to come in the partnership with SAP Fioneer. So let me just lastly take an opportunity to outline how SAP and SAP Fioneer are doubling down on our investment in the financial services industry. We are verticalizing the SAP solution portfolio across our entire suite. And SAP Fioneer, we're very grateful to them because they are providing the right investments into core banking, core insurance, and industry-specific finance. And we jointly innovate together, right, in areas like ESG and so forth, things that we know are important to you. But with that, please just don't take my word for it. At this point, it gives me great pleasure to turn the stage over to my friend, Dirk Kruse, who's the CEO of SAP Fioneer, to come on stage and tell us a little bit more. So let's give him a warm welcome.
Thanks a lot, Lloyd.
You're welcome. The stage is yours.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure being here in Boston. So also from my side, very warm welcome. Good afternoon to the SAP and SAP Fioneer Financial Services Forum. Already last year, the first forum, the first joint forum in Amsterdam, was a great event. But I'm even more happy to be here and kick it off for 2023 here in North America in Boston. So big thank you to all of you, our clients and prospects, for making this happen. But also, like Lloyd pointed out, to all our partners. Without your support, without your commitment, these kind of events would not be possible. And only jointly, SAP, Fioneer, the partner ecosystem, we will jointly generate the value for our customers. So a big thank you. Lloyd was so kind setting the theme. He talked about the SAP vision. He talked about the intelligent enterprise on the one hand side, but also the importance of the power of the network, but also the importance of sustainability. And whenever it gets customer specific, we are talking about the industry cloud, and we, SAP Fioneer, we are one partner in the industry cloud. And whether it's the intelligent enterprise or the sustainability topics, jointly SAP and SAP Fioneer, we make sure that we build the right solution, the right innovation for all our banking, insurance, fintech, and insurtech customers. So what I will talk about today is I will give you a quick recap what happened the last 18 months, where we are. But I would like to talk about innovation, product innovation, not only how we do it, but I also have the big pleasure today to actually launch a new product, one of the first SAP Fioneer products. And since in this audience we have a lot of finance customers, I'm even more happy that I can launch a new SAP Fioneer finance solution. But bear with me for a couple of minutes and you will learn more about it. So when we launched SAP Fioneer September 1st, 21, so 18 months back, we made some bold promises out to the market. We promised the market, on the one hand side, that we, Fioneer, can serve the market, you as a customer, much more agile, that we are much more flexible when it comes to innovation, when it comes to new business models than you have seen in the past. So that was our first big promise we put out to the market. We also said, historically, we, SAP, came from very powerful back-end solutions. But looking forward, and later on in the panel, we will talk about digital transformation. We see a lot of disruption in the processes. Looking forward, we, SAP Fioneer, have to focus much more on end-to-end processes. Not only because it's required from you as a customer, also because it takes a lot of time out of the implementation. It will increase cost effectiveness and efficiency. So the focus on end-to-end solutions is a very important topic. Continuity. super important for all of you running business critical application, whether that's core insurance, policy management claims, core banking processes, but also finance processes. So the continuity when it comes to how you run SAP and Fioneer solutions, let's say from a support process point of view, is very important. The joint go-to-market you are expecting from us, SAP, Fioneer, Lloyd, and myself, that we offer this to the market. So the continuity has also been a very big promise we made. And then last but not least, innovation. We wanted to be much more innovative, faster, but we're coming to that in a second. So what happened the last 18 months? We basically grew the company from 600 people in the beginning to more than 1,100 employees on the Fioneer side. We are now working with 4 development centers, one being Toronto, of course, Germany, Waldorf, and then India. And we also opened up a design center in Berlin. And the design topic, the joy of use, when it comes to new application product innovation, is a big topic. We are growing the company also from a local presence point of view. So in the meanwhile, we are in more than operating in more than 30 countries with legal entities in 18 locations. And we are serving already more than 800 customers globally ourselves. So a lot of things happened in the past. We're just, at the starting point of our journey, but together with the help of SAP, we had a quick start last year. We also managed, and some of you are discussing this already with us, that we integrated our offerings also from a RISE point of view. And Lloyd was talking about the RISE offering. So as of Q3 last year, you can also consume Fioneer components within the RISE offering in a bring your own license model. So all those things happened in the last couple of months. But coming back to the topic of innovation, and I think that is what most of you are interested in, that's the topic for today I would like to cover. So on the one hand side, and I mentioned that we opened a design center, but we also ramped up the development capacity. We almost doubled the development capacity in the hubs I mentioned. So that was a big promise out there. We, right from the first day, we reached out to our clients, to our user groups. Yesterday, we had the Finance Forum here in Boston. Today, we had the Insurance Advisory Council. So all these communities are sources of innovation. And we would like, from the Fioneer side, we would like to invite all of you engage with us, because it's super important that we talk about, what's the next best thing on the application side, what is, the capability you need in order to differentiate or to cope with new competitors in the market. We are set up as an organization in order to drive this jointly. So we implemented an innovation process led by our design center, where we're actually taking those ideas, engaging with you as a client, also with a couple of you from the partner side. So we have, for instance, the new financial services data model 2.0, which we are developing with a partner. So we have a process where we engage, where we design the solution, the functionality, the process jointly with you, validate it, and then relatively quick come into developing, building, implementing the solution, and then ship an extension of our portfolio or even brand new standard software solutions. So that's our job. That's what we promised. And again, we also would like to invite all of you to engage with us, because there are so many great ideas out there, and we would like to build that for all of you into our offering. So what does that mean? How can we make that real tangible? And I mentioned earlier that today I have the big pleasure to announce a new product. So let's take one aspect which has been out there in the market for many, many years. And I personally also started my career as a consultant, mainly implementing in the early days SEM banking and bank analyzer, later on FPSL, so sub-ledger solutions. There was one big topic which is still out there in the market, and that's the closing process. And I think a lot of you guys would agree that a great general ledger solution, a great sub-ledger solution, that is an important element, but a lot of you build the closing process on top of that. So how do you basically produce financial statements and results much faster, in much better quality, with much better accuracy? That has been a big topic out there. And we were listening to the market, to some of you, and we actually took that topic. So to perform those processes, which is highly manual, in a lot of cases spreadsheet-based, and to put that into a guided process, into an integrated process in not only the general ledger, but also the sub-ledger and the operating system, a process which takes the user information, the authorization aspect, make it audit-proof, all these kind of things we heard from the market. We were sitting together with our design experts and our development experts, and we basically figured out that it needs excellent reconciliation functionality, so that's one aspect of the solution. It needs adjustment capabilities, and then a substantiation solution where you can basically run the month-end processing, close the books, and stuff. So that has been a big challenge, and we took this challenge just a couple of months ago. So what we decided to do is we said, well, obviously we built this integrated new solution on top of the S/4HANA technology. As I said, it needs a tight integration with not only the general ledger, but also our SAP Fioneer sub-ledger, the financial product sub-ledger solution. Then we were listening to a lot of business users, and we actually asked our design experts to make that a real modern UI5-based guided process. And we figured out in a lot of conversation, also here in Boston with you, that this closing process is a real lever for finance transformation. And not only this, it will also help you to optimize cost, to speed up closing processes, and to come up with a much better collaboration in operations, but also in accounting and finance. So the process excellence, having a central platform for faster and higher quality closing, and that's how the architecture looks like. So it's the process will basically sit on top of your systems, the operational systems, and what your operational colleagues are doing, the sub-ledger systems, the data marts, all the way down to the general ledger. Yeah, and it's an integrated process which will offer you drill-through capabilities on the general ledger side, on the sub-ledger side. If you store the information of the operating system, the transactions or the posting information in the S/4HANA technology stack, you can also do the drill down, the reconciliation, the drill through in this data mart. So we will improve the process. We will improve the audit trail. We will have access to a much better data quality and availability. And as a result, the whole closing process will be much more efficient and integrated into workflow management. As I said, today we are launching this product. I know that some of you got a sneak preview already yesterday in the Finance Forum. But to the larger audience, today it's the first time that we're presenting our new solution, SAP Fioneer Financial Control. And I'm really happy that I can share with you a quick system demo on how the solution looks like, but what you can also expect from a UI perspective and the usability and process perspective. Before I'm starting, just a quick summary of what I'm going to show you. So basically, we will start in the application. You will see how it looks like. It's modern, UI5 based. You will have the different tiles for the key functionality of reconciliation, the drill through in all the data sources, general ledger, FPSL, whatsoever. It's about doing manual adjustments. and then having the substantiation and attestation in order to close the process. So what I'm going to show you is a reconciliation process where you identify a break. You're checking where the difference is coming from, whether from the subledger or the general ledger. We are commenting those reconciliation breaks. We are adding information. We are then conducting a manual adjustment. We will check whether the adjustment has arrived. And then we're entering the substantiation process, and we will also demo workflow capabilities. So let's kick it off. So the new UR5-based solution, as I said, you can see the different tiles, reconciliation, drill through, the adjustments, and the substantiation. And we're going to start on the reconciliation side. So let's take a look and take a look on the data. You can see that you have the different categories and packages of information. And we are immediately identifying, oh, there is a difference of 100. So the job is now to really figure out where the difference is coming from. And that's why we need to do the drill through into the subledger or the general ledger and figure out where the difference is coming from. So we have identified the difference, but now we need to understand what's the contract. And the subledger will give us the information of the specific contract where the difference is coming from. And we will also check that against the general ledger. So that was the drill through capabilities. So the next step, which is now going to take place, is basically what are we going to do with it? So the workflow functionality will make sure that the task is being assigned. You can make a comment on it. It's assigned to yourself. You said there is a need for an adjustment. And we also offer simulation functionality in the adjustment module. So now the step is really to do the adjustment. And again, it's assigned to the audit. It's full audit trail. You can add additional information, even files to it in order to make sure that everyone understands where the adjustment is coming from. So we are checking whether the adjustment has arrived in the general ledger, and then the last step is really the substantiation. This is the cockpit, but the key functionality is really the workflow functionality. You can assign jobs and tasks to team inboxes. What we're doing here right now, we're figuring out where is the substantiation task I would like to do. I will assign it to myself, the user, and then I can basically process the substantiation from my point of view. So we're jumping to my inbox. That's the adjustment we have done. We can say it's all fine. We have done the adjustment, and you can actually close your books. Sounds easy, pretty fast, a lot of detailed information. But we brought the two product owners over to Boston. Levente and Manuel are here. So if you're interested and if you want to have a deep dive into the product, outside in the exhibition, you will find the experts on the new solution, Financial Control. So what are the next steps? Today we are launching the product. The product has been a co-development with one of our large banking clients, a global banking institution. We are very proud of this, but at this point in time we are still looking for additional early adopters, which we would like to integrate in the final testing process before we then roll out the solution to our early customers in Q2, most likely May. The solution will be on the price list already as of April 1st, and then the general availability will be in Q3 onwards. So that is one of the innovation promises we made very early, and this year, 2023, it's for us the year of delivery, and that is the first product we're gonna ship to the market, especially for this finance community. I know we have a lot of insurance companies sitting here in the audience, and some of you might say, yeah, this looks like banking, reconciliation, and the closing process, and you're right. The early customers, the development partner is coming from the banking industry, but the solution is 70–80% ready for the insurance industry. What we're looking for, and I know you have a lot of different priorities as we speak on the insurance side, LDTI, IFRS 17, but we are looking for early adopters also from the insurance industry. So if you are interested, if your company is interested, please feel free to reach out to us. We want to do the last finalization steps, especially from a reconciliation point of view, with a couple of insurance clients in order to make sure that we can also ship the solution in the next couple of months or quarters to the insurance industry. So that was a deep dive, a product announcement for the finance side. What I would like to close with is a broader picture on the portfolio. As many of you know, the finance portfolio, the finance solutions, that is, let's say, the biggest part of the Fioneer business. It roughly represents 50% of our business. You have seen the Financial Control Lab, but Lloyd also mentioned earlier that in the area of sustainability, we're working on a new product innovation. So we call it Sustainable Finance Hub. So we experience that especially banks have a lot of topics when it comes to data management in the context of ESG. So there is data available in the market. You can buy this data, integrate the data, but to store it, to harmonize it, to manage it in a central way is a big topic. And beyond that, there is a lot of information, especially in financial services, which is relevant for ESG, which you can't buy from a market data provider because it has to be fed out of your operational processes. And here the integration to an SAP Fioneer core banking or core insurance application, that's basically the strength, the offer we would like to make. So the sustainable finance solution is also an important element of our innovation roadmap when it comes to finance and ESG. Quick look into insurance and then banking. On the insurance side, and we had the advisory council here in Boston just in the morning, we are focusing with our core insurance clients, especially on the existing solutions, policy claims, the topic of open core. So open the application in order to be in a position also to comply with new business models requirements much faster than in the past. That is a big topic. We're currently also discussing with a potential development partner a new solution which is called Engagement Hub. So imagine on top of your core systems, insurance companies need to orchestrate their channels, brokers, their own sales force, could be insurtechs, could be ecosystems, and that is the task of what we call the Engagement Hub. So that's also a product innovation you can expect from SAP Fioneer in the near future. And then, last but not least, on the banking side, we have a very strong footprint globally in core banking, retail banking on the one hand side, but especially also the lending topic. So you might remember that we started last year already the development of what we call the credit workplace. So lending is definitely a big topic where we're investing. SME banking, virtual accounts are co-innovation areas where we're also planning to ship new products in the second half of the year. And then last but not least, also a topic Lloyd mentioned, networks, the integration of the corporate world and the banking world. We call it embedded finance. That is also a solution we have in our development. So to sum it up, we reached out to a lot of our clients. We were listening to our user groups, to our advisory councils. We started quite some activities. There are still so many other ideas, product innovation we would like to discuss and pursue with you. So what I would like to close with is really the purpose statement of SAP Fioneer. We are here to engineer the next generation of financial services together. And together means together with our clients, together with our partners. And again, I would like to invite all of you, become part of that journey. We are more than happy to co-innovate jointly with you. So that's basically the update from the SAP Fioneer side. Thank you very much for the attention.